So welcome ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at the sliders for FIFA 16. I'm going to be showing you guys what I've been using or what I've found to be pretty good. I've been looking out there among very numerous forums and trying to find something that strikes a fine balance between sort of human opponents. That's what we want to try and find. We want to make the CPU play more like a human than a superhuman, which is just ridiculous. Legendary this year is tough, it's hard, and it's a mission. So these may not work for you guys. They may not. Let me know. Tweaking is going to happen all the time, so we're going to be probably changing them throughout the course of our career mode. But I'm just going to show you guys what I have been using. So first of all, half length. I would say keep this pretty decent amount. You don't want to go probably any lower than sort of 7 minutes because you want to have a good solid game with you know, a little bit of composure when you're playing, and you want to ping it about. You want to try and create chances, and you don't just want to go from A to B in no time at all. So around 7-8 minutes. You can go all the way up to sort of 12 or 13 if you wish. Obviously legendary is what we are doing for today, and when it comes to the game speed, it really is up to you. You can go slow if you want a super sort of slow paced realistic matchup. I'm going to keep it on normal just so you guys can see sort of how it is default. I mean, that's the normal speed that's played online. And also for my career, I think it's going to help, hopefully more chances. But definitely, slow works, normal's pretty good. Don't go to fast. That looks ridiculous and is just arcadey, to say the very least. So now we're going to look at the sliders themselves. So there isn't anything that's been drastically overhauled. I saw a couple of slider things on forums that they really put the goalies down to sort of 10 or 15. I don't think that's needed. Or they've changed something. I played with them, didn't like them, so I've tweaked them to, I think, play a little bit better. First of all, we'll look at the user side of things here. We've gone 50 for the sprint speed, 50 for acceleration. Leave them alone, they work fine. Shot error, put up to 53. That doesn't affect the finesse shots, just when you hit a normal strike with square or circle. 53 is alright. You know, there's a balance there between having chances that go on frame and having chances that don't. Pass error. Now we've whipped that one up to 60. You'll see why in a minute, but that really does mean that you've got to take your time and you are going to make errors, and that happens in the world of football. Shot speed, put up a little bit to 52 just to give those strikes a little bit more oomph. The goalies this year are pretty good, it has to be said. They're far better than anything we saw last year. So a little bit more speed on the strikes means you got more chance of putting some in the back of the net. Pass speed we put down to 45. That's really just to make it a little bit more realistic. I think it's too ping-pongy sometimes when it's on 50, and I prefer it personally. Injury frequency, I mean, these are all sort of opinions here for the injury side of things. I put it up to 60 because you want to see players get injured. You want a bit of rotation in your career mode. And then for how severe they get injured, put it on 40. You don't want them having too many sort of broken legs, broken limbs, but you do want to have sort of the odd big injury here and there. Goalkeeping ability. Now you may be wondering, 35, but trust me guys, 35 for the goalies does not that much at all, but there is a chance that they're not going to save every shot you throw at them, which is more realistic than the default 50. I've seen people put this down to sort of 20 or even 15. I thought that was a little bit excessive. We'll see how it pans out, but I think 35 is good. Marking's fine, leave that on 50. The run frequency's 48. You know, these are just minor ones right here. Line height we put up to 52. Line length we put to 60. That just sort of stretches out the team a little bit more. Gives you a little bit more space there to sort of dictate the game. Line width as well, 60. Once again, make it a little bit wider. Teams don't all play narrow. They play spread out. They play wide, and then they sort of change in the middle of the match. Fullback positioning, we got to a 52. 55 for power bar. I just put that up a little bit because my passes don't seem to be, you know, hitting that right sweet spot at times. And then we've left 50 for first touch control. So we'll now have a look at the CPU. Now, sprint speed we've left alone. Acceleration 49. This is something that really is a talking point. If you change this to 50, the game plays quite different. 49 on the other hand, and the CPU, I don't know, they play better. They don't play like they're overpowering, I would say. 49, they play more human-like because they're not quite as quick. Shot error, same as we have, 53. Pass error, the same, 60. So we both got 60, which means the CPU will make mistakes, and you will be able to pick up on that, but also you're going to have to be aware of when you're pinging the ball around as well. Shot speed, 52, that's the same. Pass speed, 45. You know, I've seen people put this down to 40 as well. But I think 45 is fine, because otherwise the CPU does play far too hard passes that are just too quick. Injuries the same, how severe they are is the same. Goalkeeping ability once again the same. Markings a 50, a 48 for frequency, 52 line height. These are all the same as mine for the user. 58 to keep it balanced, 58 for line width, 52 for positioning, and then first touch 50 for them. You can change that as well. First touch you could technically put up a little bit if you want to give them, but I don't think you need to touch the first touch just because you put that pass error up to 60. So those are all of the sliding settings, but I will also slider settings, and I've also changed the way I've been playing. Yes, I have gone for semi-passing, manual through ball, semi-shooting, and semi-crossing with lob passes as assisted. So sort of a semi-manual assisted combination there, and you'll see why in a minute in the game. I don't know, I've been playing PES a lot, and I just like to have more freedom. It does make it a hell of a lot tougher, trust me, but if you can get it down with a bit of practice, I think you guys will you'll reap the rewards at the end of the day. So anyway, we're going to dive into a matchup now, bit of Dortmund, bit of Bayern Munich, and show you guys the sliders in effect. Okay, so here we go. I'm probably just going to be giving the ball back to Bayern Munich a few times to show you guys sort of how they play. And they're not going to play, you know, 100% different, but they are, well, I don't know what the hell Lam was trying to do there. They are going to be able to, you know, you will be able to get the ball off them. Simple as that. Nice turn, Gundogan. Keep going, my son. Because they have that 60 pass error, it means that the balls aren't always going to go straight to their feet. They're still going to have high stats, trust me. Even on a 60 pass error, you could even whip that up to 65 if you wish and get a feel for it. I mean, it's all about sort of tweaking the sliders at the end of the day. Everyone's tastes are different. If you want a really arcade match, then obviously you can do that. But more simulation takes a little bit more time. But right now, you know, I can sort of sit back and wait, bide my time, as you probably would in the real world. You wouldn't just go diving in. It's not how football is played. It's almost like a game of chess at times, until you get into that final third. But, you know, Bayern Munich here, the passing isn't super ping, ping, ping. Ticka-taka-ticka, as they say. It's a controlled pace. And I have a feeling that, you know, at some point I will be able to win the ball back like that. But then I'm going to have to do something with it on my end when I do get the ball. And, you know, up against Bayern Munich, always going to be a hard game. And Robert Lewandowski, what's he scored? Like 14 goals in his last 5 games. It's been unreal. But Bayern Munich, they're still pinging it about. You can see that. Still very difficult to get the ball off them. But I don't want an easy change to the game. I mean, there are some sliders out there that make the game for me a little bit too easy. You can tell that the AI aren't as quick, as sluggish. That's not really the case. I can't get the ball here, but that's fine. You know, we can defend. We can defend in numbers. And now we can try and do something, not with a pass like that. Absolutely horrendous. I'll play Hummels, and then I'll lose possession. But I am playing Bayern Munich. You have to remember that when you do come up against the likes of the lower ranked sides, these sliders are going to show a lot more. So now I will, you know, I'll try and work it round. I'm playing on manual through ball. I kind of like manual through ball because it gives you an option to play normal passes like that. Aubameyang's got some pace. This is why we have to use him. Oof, unlucky, son. It's alright. Oh, referee, come on. Anyway, just going to play this for a couple more minutes. You guys can definitely get in there, give them a try, give them a bash. Let me know what you make of them. I probably will be tweaking them anyway, every now and then. People are always changing them, and the EA come out with new patches. That changes the game as well. But I'm fine on Legendary with letting them have the ball. There's no problems with that. It's what you do when you don't have the ball that matters. And as long as the AI aren't so quick that you can't beat them to the ball every now and then. And that's why putting that 49 to acceleration does make quite a big difference. On 50, the AI are just too quick. It's impossible to catch them up at times. The 45, you know, different kind of game. So now we can try and break with somewhat of a counter referee. Well, that'll be a booking. Alaba. Little Ginger whipping it out. Just play this short. That was not quite where I wanted it to go, to be honest. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you make of them. Give them a go. If you have any sort of suggestions, let me know as well. Mkhitaryan. Neuer's come out. Is that in? Oh, unlucky there. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you make of them. Leave a comment, share it around. We'll be back with some more Atletico Madrid career mode shortly, as well as some Master League action. But until next time, take care.